dressed up on the plaza as a man who needs no introduction. He's the face behind the great things going on at the Wilmington Public Library. Welcome, Jamar Rahming, the Executive Director of Wilmington Public Library. Welcome, Jamar.
I'm very delighted to be here.
I feel we need a whole marching band when he
I
walks
don't
in
know
the
about
building.
that.
Because I'm a huge fan. And I'm a fan of him, and I'm a fan of what he's doing.
Yes.
And it's just phenomenal.
I'm a huge fan too.
Yeah.
So this is everyone tuning in. This is the first time I'm meeting Jamar, but I have been looking forward to this meet and greet for a long time because I've heard of so many amazing things that he's been doing in the community at Wilmington Public Library. I mean, just really making noise over there, and it's needed. It's needed. So
well, thank you for the kind and encouraging words.
Of course, of course.
So let's start with your shirt. Okay.
Yes.
It's a good day to read banned books.
That's right.
All right. Where did you come from? Where do you're a new native, new to Delaware.
Well, I'm originally from Denver, Colorado. I've lived all over the country. I've lived in South Carolina, Oregon, Oklahoma, Missouri. So I've had a panoramic view of the whole country. So I'm here in Wilmington, and this is by far the best place I've ever lived.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you for that. We appreciate that, especially living from all different areas, but coming to the state of Delaware and saying that means a lot to the Delaware natives.
Yeah.
Because
That's
Ivan and I are both born and raised in Delaware, and we love our state. We are very proud of our state, and so we always speak highly of it, and we're always bringing positivity to the state. And for you to say that means a lot. So thank you, Jamar. Thank you for that.
All right, so let's talk about some of the stuff you're doing down at the Wilmington Library. Let's talk about it. All right. You came in, when did you first start at the public?
I came here in 2018, and the first thing that I did is that being an outsider, it's critical that when you're an outsider that you come in and that you listen to the locals and you find out exactly what the cultural environment is and what the needs of the people are, because 21st century library services is all about responding to the needs of the community in a robust manner. And what I discovered just from hitting the streets and talking to the locals was that many of our constituents had never left the city limits of Wilmington. We have people here that have never traveled to Philadelphia. Yeah, and so that disturbed me, because what that conveyed to me was that we have people that have a parochial mindset, that we needed to expose our people to different worldviews. I mean, Wilmington is a great place, but if your worldview is just Wilmington, that puts you in a very limited and provincial position. So we decided that it was incumbent upon the library that, since many of our constituents can't or don't leave Wilmington, that we would just bring the world to them.
Wow.
So that is when our mission became to serve as the innovative, to be an innovative and inviting link to the world for the citizens of Wilmington, Delaware.
And how did you do that? How did you accomplish that?
Well, we just said that we needed to start bringing in, A-list celebrities. We needed to bring in the best, the most influential Black and brown voices in the country, because Wilmington is a majority Black city, and Black people, we're not linear people. We're angular people. Everything that we do, we enhance it, we add flavor to it. You think about, there's nothing more American than chicken, but we invented fried chicken. And I don't think there's anybody in the country that hates, fried chicken. We take everything that's American and we enrich it, we enhance it, and we make it better. And so that's the approach that we took with library services. We decided that since we serve an angular people, we serve a blues people, as Leroy Jones would say. We serve a blues people, so we had to approach library services in an angular and a swaggish and cool a manner. So we decided to start bringing in A-list celebrities, because Wilmington, 28% of our citizens fall below the poverty line. So it's one thing for Ivan or you or I to tell people that, hey, you can rise up out of poverty and become an NBA player, but it's another thing when they can go to the public library and Dennis Rodman says, yes, you can do that.
Right. Yeah.
You can leave the projects and you can be an NBA player. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And you were at that interview, weren't you?
Yes. I was privileged enough to be one of the panelists that was interviewing him. Can you talk about some of the other guest A-listers that showed up at the library?
Oh, we've had Angela Davis, Pam Grier, LeVar Burton, Lynn Whitfield. We had Dr. Cornel West.
Dolly Parton.
I forgot Dolly Parton, Anna Navarro.
We talked about it. I think we leaked it before everybody else found out about it in the state of Delaware. And I said, how did we get that news before the state got that news?
Right.
And majority of these people that do come, they're celebrities, but there's always a literary component. Most of these people they have a New York Times best-selling book because the intellectual fitness and intellectual wellness hovers at the horizon of everything that we do. Because if you've ever read Democracy in America by Tocqueville, he said the biggest threat to democracy is the all-encompassing force of public opinion. He said public opinion has the potential to tyrannize an unpopular minority, and what we find today is that public opinion is polarizing our nation. People go on social media. They're educated by social media, so they go on social media, and they read a comment under somebody's post that they want to be correct or they think is correct, and then they repost it, and somebody else does the same thing. And so we have more information at our fingertips than ever before, but we have a constituency that's dumber than ever. And so it's incumbent upon the public library as the citadel of democracy to make sure that we have a well-informed citizenry and that we are positioning our people to determine fact from fallacy and to determine and to synthesize information appropriately to find out what, when they're reading something, is it authoritative? Is the source authoritative?
Right.
Because if we don't have a well-informed a constituency and public opinion, prevails, I mean, our democracy could ultimately be destroyed by virtue of ignorance and the proliferation of propaganda.
Right. So I see it. Okay, I got it now. I think it's a smooth way how you're doing it, right? The library is the cornerstone of every community.
Indeed.
And when you have people living below the poverty level or lack of education, and you bring them, like how you're bringing it looks like entertainment, but it's actual knowledge that he's bringing these people, bringing the A-listers.
Well, you think about it is that we had public outcry. We had some people that didn't want Dennis Rodman here because they said that he was a friend of a North Korean dictator.
Right.
But but when Dennis Rodman came here and he spoke, the people that came, even the dissenters, they got, when you sit and have a conversation with someone and you can ask them questions, you get context.
Right.
And so when we bring these people here, we're giving our community context and we're exposing them to a variety of worldviews. And so what happens is, it's like we had a NFL player, Benjamin Watson, who is, he's an ardent pro-life advocate, and Delaware is Wilmington is a blue city, and so a majority of our constituents are pro-choice.
Right.
And so when they came in and kind of, when they got a chance to ask Ben Watson questions, and had some clarity and context to his position, his worldview, the people walked away not loathing him or hating him, but just disagreeing with him.
Right.
So if we can get our society back to where we're not loathing and hating one another, but just disagreeing, then we have a stable and well-functioning democracy. Yeah,
and with all of everything that you're doing, the library recently won an award.
Indeed.
And that's it right here. Here we go. Right here. Can you talk to us a little bit about the award?
Yes, this is this is the highest honor in library land. It's the National Medal from the Institution of Museum the Institute of Museum and Library Services. Yes, the highest honor in the nation, and it was given to Wilmington, Delaware.
Congratulations.
To our great city.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
And that is an honor to promote and share with everyone, especially our viewers that are tuning in this morning, because it is important. I'm a firm believer in promoting literacy myself. I know Ivan knows, and I had a chance to share with Jamar before we started filming today, that I've been an advocate for promoting literacy since I was 18 years old in high school, and the importance of reading and practice reading and continuing to practice reading, because we can get lost. Right? We were saying it before, we can get lost with our devices. We're all guilty of it. And there's nothing wrong with a Kindle or iPad and reading on your device, but sometimes it's better to pick up a book.
Right.
and turn the pages and just get lost in the book, where it's you and the book.
Right.
No distractions, no notifications, because I think that is sometimes lost, and we have to remind our youth, even the adults that, that are reading, that, hey, pick up a book. There's nothing like you in the book.
Right.
And I think, Jamar, what you're doing at Wilmington Library is, yes, creativity, innovative ideas to invite people back to the library by bringing these A-list celebrities that have a literary element, which you touched on. And I think that's so important that, hey, let me bring this A-list celebrity to catch your attention. But once you grab them, they also are promoting literacy and the importance of reading. But this award shows that. And it's a testament of what you're doing at Wilmington Library. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
But the true testament also, what I want to talk about real quick, is what you're doing for the community, the giveaways that you give, the socks and the books and everything that you're giving away to the community. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Oh, indeed. We've partnered up with Harper's Heart, and we've given out diapers. And recently, because diapers is one thing that WIC does not cover, and we have a high volume of people in the city of Wilmington that fall below the poverty line, and so the library has definitely been a place where we have strived to enhance the economic vitality of our city and our citizens. We had a Juneteenth festival last year, and the local vendors there collectively earned $30,000.
Wow!
And so a local vendor who's selling chapstick for $1, walking away at $500, I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's huge.
We had Anna Navarro here, and a local business, they gifted her with some of their jewelry, and she showcased it on The View, and Whoopi Goldberg wore a piece of the jewelry, and the local vendor, her online business sales shot up 350%.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else can we look forward to going in?
I would say we have a very robust fall speaker series coming up, and I'm really looking forward to it at the end of September for HBCU Week. We are reuniting the cast of A Different World.
Are you really?
So that's probably going to be the most exciting program I think that we've ever offered. We have Lamar Odom coming.
Okay.
Jennifer Lewis from Blackish.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And then the first Black White House reporter, April Ryan.
Okay.
Will be here.
You're moving, man.
Yeah.
You're moving, bro.
Non-stop.
Oh my God.
So we're excited. We're gearing up for a fall, and like I say, we've won a national honor, and we're grateful to the city and the community. But we've only scratched the surface.
I know you guys didn't touch
This
it.
is only the beginning.
All right. We got to get ready to take a break, but before we take a break, we'll give you 30 seconds. This is your camera right here. Tell the community what you want them to know about the library.
Hey, well, the library is probably we're the first state, and the Wilmington Institute Library, it's the first library.
Cool. All right. Jamar, thank you so much,
Yes,
brother.
thank you.
Have a great day. What's up, everyone? It's your main man, Big Ob, the talk of the town, Mr. DETVCH.com, and I'm here with my wonderful and amazing co-host,
Vincenza.
We just stopped by to tell you to be sure, if you want any information on what's going on in Wilmington and to meet some dynamic people doing some amazing and great things, be sure to watch us live on Good Morning Wilmington on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m.
Oh, Ivan, 10 a.m.
Which he said, 10 a.m.
Listen to me. That's why he has me here. But yes, tune in live, 10 a.m. Monday and Wednesday on Good Morning Wilmington.
DETVCH.com.